So we're going to create a foot, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to just make a slab coil, if you will. So just a very thin slab that I'm going to use to act like a foot here. And let me just check and make sure that looks good. I'm thinking that's it's a little thin for how big my bowl is. So I think I'm gonna need 2 pieces, and that's okay. We can definitely do 2 pieces. I'm gonna line up this other piece that I have. It's about the same height. And we're gonna just visually give it a once over. And that looks a little better. It's not quite as awkward looking and small. So we're just gonna measure this out and sort of, we haven't done any slipping and scoring at this point. We're just checking to see if everything looks nice. And I think it does. So you know the drill. Score. Okay, so now we've got a pretty cute foot here, and I'm not worried about it being completely even now. As I let this dry, I'm gonna come back later when we clean it up and even out the foot, and that'll be pretty simple, and you'll see when we get there. So clean up your mess. We're gonna do one more bowl. To dry, we're gonna go grab our next slab. We're gonna do we're gonna try one more bowl. So we want a bowl with a fun edge, and the best way to do that is to start with a fun shape. So if a bowl is round, ideally something along the horseshoe variant is going to get me a fun shape. So I'm going to make a really long horseshoe, just like that. And I'm going to keep in mind this space I have in the middle, because that's going to be perfect for the center of my bowl. So look at that. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Easy peasy. So I've got this shape here. I'm going to go ahead and just slice it out and pull these other pieces off. I'm going to cut off the little junky edges and put those in my pile over here. So first things first, you know, you got to compress your slab. I'm going to go ahead and slip and score on this one. And then we're going to do the same to the other plate, but we're going to do it like a little backwards this time. So this shape is best done with a stiff slab. So I'm going to make sure that all these connections are really solid before I get crazy. Cool. So, boom, beautiful. And all of this, like once again, we're just making shapes right now because we're gonna go back later and just give everything a once over to clean up. And this piece will be really nice because after we've got this all settled, we're gonna take our rib and we're gonna push it around the edge here. So just like earlier, you're gonna get your wooden knife. And you're gonna just connect those edges. And we're just looking for a really sort of clean bowl shape. We can even take our rib, because this rib is the perfect shape for making a bowl. And this bowl is a little funny, but we're gonna come back. Once again, everything's always like, we can only do so much at one time, and then we can come back later and really give it a nice